Hey friends, it's Tabitha here, and today marks my very first workout back after 8 long weeks of morning sickness. I'm officially 14 weeks pregnant, and let me tell you, it feels so good to move my body again. If you've been through that first trimester nausea and fatigue, you know exactly what I mean. Just getting out of bed some days feels like a workout, especially me now with 5 kiddos and homeschooling 3. So if you're watching this and you're in that season right now, give yourself grace. Your body is doing something incredible. Movement will come back when it's time. So also don't feel guilty for letting your body rest through the first trimester because it needs it. Today I'm easing back into the things with my glute day 1 workout. This is a 12-week training plan I wrote for myself, one of my favorite days of lower body workouts. I'm focusing on strength, stability, and reconnecting to that mind-muscle connection after time off. And boy, do I need to take it slow today. I'm still tired, but feeling so much better. I'm starting with barbell hip thrusts, the queen of all glute exercises. I'm keeping the weight moderate because today my main goal is to feel the glutes activate without overexertion. When you've been sick or sedentary for a few weeks, your glutes and core tend to turn off a bit. So I'm focusing on control, breathing, and the proper pelvic tilt. I like to exhale as I lift, imagine drawing in my baby bump gently towards my spine. No sucking in, just supporting from within. Use that transverse abdominis. Then the exhale helps engage my deep core and pelvic floor, which is especially important in pregnancy. Remember, pregnancy isn't the time to chase PRs. It's about building strength that supports your body, your posture, and your growing baby. Today, I also have my black resistance band on my thighs to give myself abductor tension or gluteal medius tension, helping me to activate all those wonderful glute muscles. And if you can see, I'm really pushing the bar low onto my hip flexors because of the small baby bubble that's starting to peek out of my pelvis. Now, I'm hitting the banded seated abductions. And I love these for the glute medius activation, especially during pregnancy. I chose to do this right after each hip thrust, 1, because the band was already on, and 2, because I really wanted that medius activation. This muscle helps stabilize your hips and pelvis, so the stronger it is, the less likely you'll have low back or SI joint pain later on. Here I'm doing 30 reps. You can ease into it, do what you can, but for me, the goal is endurance and blood flow, not heavy lifting. This part gives me that burn that I absolutely love. It's a simple reminder that movement can feel empowering even after weeks of rest. If you're using the heaviest band you have and it's still not enough, slow the movement down and hold for a few counts at the top and then slowly release. If you're pregnant and seated movements feel the best right now, that's okay. Listen to your body and modify as needed. Up next, I did Bulgarian Split Squats. Let me tell you, this is a love-hate relationship right here. I have an injured left hamstring from my college years of sports, and this exercise gets it every time, but in a good way. I need the strength and the stretch that these provide, but I'm definitely weaker on my left leg. I'm keeping my front foot far enough forward and in alignment with my knee to stay balanced. I'm using a lighter dumbbell just to reintroduce the movement. These are amazing for pelvic stability and balance, 2 things that pregnancy naturally challenges. If you're pregnant or postpartum, make sure your core stays upright and don't be afraid to use a wall or a chair for balance support. I'm taking my time, feeling that stretch in my back flexor and keeping tension in the front glute. You'll notice my pace is slower than usual, and that's intentional. This is about rebuilding control, not rushing reps. And honestly, after the 8 weeks of nausea and eating mostly what I could keep down, cheese sandwiches, it's refreshing just to sweat again. Next, I'm moving into Romanian deadlifts. I wouldn't call this a favorite, but it's very much a necessary movement. Today I'm using my dumbbells because, let's be honest, I was too lazy to change my barbell weight, but this is especially great if you're training at home. Dumbbells are amazing. Key here is to hinge at the hips, not the back, keeping your spine nice and long, shoulders back, knees soft. You should feel that deep stretch in your hamstrings. As you lower, then drive through your heels. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Now, during pregnancy, your ligaments are more relaxed because of the hormone relaxin, so it's important not to overstretch or to force the range of motion. Keep the movements controlled, and if something feels too loose or unstable, back off a little or lower the weight for more control. This phase is all about consistency, not intensity. I always remind my clients, your fitness pregnancy journey is not a marathon. It's not a sprint. In between sets, I decided to do some simple seated leg lifts, really focusing on my transverse abdominis. Again, one of the most important muscles during pregnancy and postpartum. So I tried to get one exercise in a day to work my transverse. I'm finishing up here with weighted step-ups on the Reebok bench. I'm choosing a height that challenges me but doesn't make me strain or lose balance. Step-ups are such a functional movement. They mimic real-life strength like climbing stairs or carrying kids. Plus, they train each leg independently, which helps balance out and any muscle imbalances that might show up as your bump grows. At this stage, I'm avoiding anything that causes abdominal coning or excessive pressure. So if that happens during your workout, try lowering the step or even doing body weight reps. Every pregnancy, every woman, and every day is different. The goal is to adapt, not push through discomfort. So that's it. My first full workout back after nearly 2 months off. And I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. My legs were tired, a little bit shaky. My breathing was heavier than usual and my heart rate was higher. All effects of that pregnancy, which is so easy to forget even after having 5 babies. Mentally, I had to fight that urge to compare myself to my pre-pregnancy strength and even the strength of my first pregnancy. But here again, I finished feeling grateful that I'm growing a new baby and building life and rebuilding my body from a place of love and not punishment. So if you're a mama going through a similar season, remember this: resting when your body needs it is part of the process, and moving when you're ready is a gift. Pregnancy fitness isn't about staying the same, it's about staying connected. So thank you for joining me for my glute 1 day workout. If you're following along with my pregnancy workouts, make sure you subscribe and drop a comment. Tell me what week you're in and how your energy has been. We're in this together. 1 rep, 1 trimester, 1 season at a time. I will be sharing at least one of my workouts from each week of pregnancy. So stick around, and as always, stay positive, work hard, and God bless.